In the thick fog of war, when facts blur and emotions run high, it's easy for fiction to take flight literally. Since June 12th, following the eruption of armed conflict between Israel and Iran, a flurry of online posts has accused China of covertly supplying Iran with military aid. The supposed evidence? Screenshots from the flight tracking website, Flightradar24, and the viral video images, allegedly showing Chinese cargo planes entering Iranian airspace. But a closer look reveals a very different story, one rooted not in espionage, but in digital misinterpretation and misinformation. The main target of these claims is Cargolux, a Luxembourg-based cargo airline. Several screenshots shared on social media appeared to show Cargolux planes, particularly flights CLX 9735, CLX 9736, and CLX 9737 flying over Iran after departing from China. Some users even suggested these planes turned off their transponders before entering Iranian airspace, citing a now debunked video from a shadowy media outlet called Prime Scope. But the reality is far more mundane. Flightradar24 clarified that what users were seeing wasn't actual flight data, but estimated flight paths generated when a plane's signal drops often due to coverage gaps. These estimated paths, marked with black dotted lines, were mistaken for real-time tracking. In fact, no flight data confirms that these aircraft ever entered Iranian airspace. Even the flight number, MNB 1925, shown in the viral video, doesn't belong to a Chinese airline. It belongs to Turkish cargo company MNG Airlines. And that particular flight? It never entered Iran, instead flying north of the border through Turkmenistan. Cargolux, for its part, issued a clear and direct statement. None of our flights use Iranian airspace. The company emphasized that real-time tracking data backs this up. Flight stopovers, like those seen in Ashgabat, Turkmenistan, are often not fully represented on public tracking tools, which added to the confusion. This wave of misinformation comes as China publicly voices support for Iran and condemns Israeli aggression. But despite strong diplomatic ties and oil trade, there's no verifiable evidence that China is supplying Iran with weapons under the radar. In today's digital world, even fabricated flight paths can spark international suspicion. But before we let social media posts fly us into a frenzy, it's worth remembering, not all that appears in the sky is what it seems.